Hi, loves. I got 13 card reading. It's packed with lots of movement energy because we're going from the Hermit being the first card to ending with Justice and the Three of Wands. And in here we got an offer. But is it one you take? Well, let's tune in to this non-negotiable life pivot is what this reading is. Confirmation of alignment after fragmentation, isolation, choice, okay? The confusion, emotional maturity, and alignment all coming in with this, okay? So there's no more of that brokenness, okay, and stuff coming through. And also, I was getting with this Hermit, okay? This is the first card, all right? Take what aligns and take what doesn't. In this card, I wanted to note that I saw an older woman, like mother, grandmother type figure with a younger child, okay? They were both wearing white. The woman had her hair up. It was darker. She had a little bit of it hanging down, okay? But it was tied up. And then you had the younger child. They were embracing, looking at each other, okay? I'm getting that as a past loved one with this Hermit. I was also getting another woman in here, older, okay, and she's got her hair where it's short, like on the sides. You know how the women have it almost like shaved, or super short, and then it goes a little bit on the top, you know what I mean? Like that, and sticks out. I was getting with an older woman, and I was getting the presence of, just your spirit guides, okay, surrounding with this, okay, and this light and this guidance that's coming through, and guidance of a past loved one recently coming through, okay? Like, this is, if you've been wanting confirmation here, is a past loved one had, guiding or whatever, but you've had that moment, I feel, and you'll know this, like you've even felt the presence of a past loved one coming through, okay, with vision, whatever. I got that coming through with this, okay? So with this Hermit, okay, we have, let's see here, pulling back, okay, simplifying, grounding, all right, the pulling back, because this is going to be the Hermit with the next card I have, the Prince of Pentacles, okay? Prince of Pentacles. With this one, I was also getting someone walking in the morning because I was getting the sun, like sunlight, and there's the person walking. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me try to move this over, loves, okay? But yeah, okay, so I saw up there a person walking, okay, and then you got this because they're, walking on their path early morning, and see there's the light there with the sun and everything, okay? And I was getting this as like showing a road and different things, okay? And this being like the different spots and pavement that are, some are a little rough, okay, for the person that's walking. All right, so what I was getting is pulling back, simplifying, grounded, the body, daily movement, okay, and moving it and walking, okay, in your truth, in your form. This is not announcing any of your moves. It's moving slowly. So when you got these two working together, the Hermit, and you got this one, this is not about telling people your business, announcing your moves. This is pulling. See, like that, the P, pulling slowly in your moves. Do, 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 slowly. Da, 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 da. All right, so that's what's going on with those two together. Now we got this Nine of Cups coming in, okay? But it's backed with the Seven of Wands. So here's your Nine of Cups, okay? We know about the wish fulfillment card, and everyone loves that, right? Okay? Pivoted. But we got the Seven of Wands here, right? And we know about wands and about having defend and defeat, right? And strength and all of that. Well, here's what we got, okay? Fulfillment under pressure, emotional satisfaction while defending your position. You're happy, but not everyone agrees with your peace. This is earned joy, not performance, okay? So this is earned. This joy on the face right here, okay? This little happy face, this is earned, okay? All right, right there. This is not performance at all. And there's people that aren't happy with you, but you don't have to keep defending, okay? You don't have to, all right? And you're done with it, all right? So you're happy, you're content. So let those that want to not be happy because you're content, right? As long as you're content. It doesn't matter what the people think or say, but who do we have coming over here? We have this hangman going deep. You know, the hangman goes deep within, right? Underground, into the world, and into all those things. So the hangman knows some of the deepest and darkest places, but tethered, I was also getting to. Something to do with tethered and the shoulder to shoulder, tethered. Okay, shoulder to shoulder. All right, and that and the light too coming through within the darkness is also what I was given, because here we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so there is a pause between timelines. Okay, old paths are visible now, but no longer compelling. Okay, now Spirit's saying you get to choose. Are you staying? Okay, suspended, or are you moving? But Spirit's already got the answer in here, because this, okay, there's no going back. This is a pure movement all the way through, because we are going to be going from having at the beginning, okay, the Two of Wands to ending with the Three of Wands. I want you to notice something, okay? Look at, there's 5 ships there, okay? With those 5 ships that are there, they're scattered. Okay, one here, there's one in the back here and here. They're going all different directions. And the water seems to be a little more kind of just rocky a little bit. Not over rocky, but scattered, right? So this is going from scattered, all right, things. So yeah, those old things scattered, all right, little fragments, okay, of past certain things and recalls coming up. Okay, I'm going to call this the recall card right now, because you have, and you've seen, okay, so we had the hangman, because who's coming in right now is, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is where the recall is. You're going back, reflecting, but it's not having an effect on you. Yeah, okay, you've dealt with the trickery, okay? You've dealt with the people trying to give you misery, okay, and all of this, and the different things, and the burnouts, and you're done with it all, and the people trying to make you seem like you're completely burnt out, and yada yadas, right? All of the tricksting things, okay? So yeah, none of that's phasing you right now. So the hangman's like, nah, you know, hang on here. Yeah, I know this pattern, but it's past. It's no longer compelling, okay? All right, because guess what comes after that Seven of Swords? Give me a second to get some tea, loves. Okay. Now, here, okay, we have truth versus illusion coming in, okay? Because we have that Seven of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, we know, is very intuitive. She's psychic. She knows her stuff. But she also is the queen who knows when to cut compassion. Because the Queen of Cups is very compassionate. She's a compassionate person who's very intuitive, psychic, knows her abilities or his abilities, okay? Because this could be for a he too. This is just the energy that is behind what is here, okay? That's what I'm getting, all right? But here, okay? So, there we go. All right, so cutting with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Seeing clearly firsthand, okay? Feeling deeply second. So that's, you know, see clearly. You see clearly with this, right? So, are you going to be feeling deeply right now? No. So, before you start feeling deeply about a person, situation, doesn't matter if it's family or not, loves, this right here, okay, lets you know on the care level you should be giving towards things, because those things are things that make you stuck. All right? So we have these two right here, okay? So you have, okay, missing where energy was misled, returning to compassion, this emotional intelligence, there's no negative here, okay, for this Queen's energy, because she recognizes where the truth was missing, all right? So she knows, because look, if you look at this right here, you can see a different slightly color, okay, right here to him, all right? Because there's something lying behind that, all right? But this Queen says, no, I'm not letting it stop me, because what do we have paired with the Queen? The Queen's paired in the middle of, we got the Seven of Swords and the Fool coming in next. Look at that. You see him? Okay, the Fool. And of course, the Fool's usually with his companion, right? Dogs, I swear. They're absolutely wonderful if they're treated right. Okay, they can be your best companion ever. I'm an advocate, so yes, if you're thinking about getting a pet, adopt one. All right, I'm all for adoption. Now here we go. Just thought I'd throw that in there for you all, okay? Or find a dog that you can rescue, all right? In any form, shape, or form. Now, someone could be thinking about getting a pet, and yeah, so there you have it. So we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, here she is. And then there's that Fool right next to the Queen, okay? And here's what we got, okay? Because your emotions are regulated, the leap is safe. This is not impulsive, okay? This is not impulsive, guys, at all, okay? It's intuitive. So there's all intuitiveness. Stepping forward without carrying old confusion, okay? That old confusion, no, it's not coming with you. So this Queen, that energy behind it, okay? All intuitiveness says, none of that is coming with me. That's, staying back, all right, of old confusion, except for the Nine of Cups, which is going to be sticking with you, and your movements that were going slowly are now going to be taking a little bit more pace, okay? So yes, take that leap, go. This is giving you the, yes, it's time, you can go, you've passed. You've passed that test of anything old when trying to resurface and trying to pull its things again, because you passed, because you didn't react, you didn't respond, you didn't give anything to keep that alignment going. So eventually, those things are going to fade away because they're going to have no way to contact you, get a hold of you, okay? Because we have movement coming in. Because what comes after the Fool? Okay? I have the Lovers right here. I was given a few things that could let you know maybe this could be for you with the Lovers, okay? I was seeing orange and black feathers in someone's hair. I was seeing someone with like 3 different hair colors where it's darker. You got blonde coming through because it's fading, because you've got a lightish pink kind of color, okay, in someone's hair coming through. I got something to do with a gold and red sequined dress, could be significant for someone. And I also saw a white owl, and we know what owls are like, okay, and they're wise and all this, and especially seeing the color white and all of that. So maybe if you see an owl or something, that could be significant for you too, or even seeing a dream catcher with feathers like that, okay? That was just a couple things that I noticed that came to me in this card, in this reading, guys. Now, what we have here, let's see. We have a cautious, okay? We have a union, okay, without fragmentation. So there's going to be a union coming, okay? It's going to be for yourself. It's also going to be for another person, I'm getting with this, okay? And your path. So it's all fully aligned, okay? All right? So this is without fragmentation, which means without those little bitty shattered, without those scatteredness, without all of that, it's not going to be. There's going to be none of that, okay? Because guess what? Guess who's coming in next, all right? We got the Four of Cups, okay? This is right here, the Four of Cups. He's sitting there, he's by the tree, he's grounded, he's just in that meditation energy there, fully grounded, sitting there, all right? And there's something behind him being offered. But guess what that offer is? It's old offers coming through. And he's not fazed. He's not even paying attention to those old offers that are trying to drop in. Because he's intuitively, okay, going with this energy too, and we add this queen back in here, okay? And we got that wise hermit who's been sitting there going within, right? Okay, and with the guides coming through, orchestrating all of this, okay? It doesn't matter. Nope. Those have no phase, okay? Because you're no longer reaching back, all right? Now, what do we have coming around? What do we have coming around? Here we have justice. Look at the scales. They're balanced. Because guess what happens? We know these scales are fair and just. Okay? Because the justice card, we know, could go two ways. What have you done? And things like that. Well, cards fall after. If justice came through and we got this card after, we know, okay, that means this person who's doing bad deeds, they're going to get the justice they deserve, and they're probably going to have fines and go to court and who knows what else, right? Well, we didn't get that one there, guys. What did we get? We got what I said it was going to end at the beginning, if you remember. The Three of Wands. Now look at all those ships. We got 5 ships again, okay? But they're balanced. Now, we look at the first set of ships. We started out at the beginning, right before we saw that crookedness, right? That was trying to affect the queen, right? Who knows? Scattered, 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 right? To balanced. So that is what we have right here, guys. So this is right here, guys, with the justice and everything. This reading ends with justice and the 3 of Wands. Let me put that justice card up there so you guys can see it. With justice and the 3 of Wands, which tells me alignment has already been decided. What was once scattered is now moving in one direction. This is not about waiting anymore. It's about walking forward in your truth. Because the justice is about truth. We do know that. But what is the justice card going to dish out to you? That's the question, and we just explained. It wasn't dishing out anything to someone who's a baddie here. No. Okay? But it is dishing out your order. And your order is you're not going to be deciding because you're moving forward in alignment, love. That is my reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed one.